Better Than Nothing Show with your host, Louie Zollo.
Somebody. Somebody. Yeah, that's it. Welcome back to the Better Than Nothing Show. I'm your host, Louie. Again, this is my co-host, Chris.
Hey, how you doing, everybody?
And again, we need to thank our producer who's behind the scenes running everything, Georgie.
George.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Thank you, George. So, look at, on New Year's Eve, I was at a party, and
You were at a party?
I was actually at a party, and I know I bail all the fucking time, so you're probably like, how the fuck did you make it out of the house?
First of all, does this party consist of more than two people, you and somebody else?
Yeah, this is like the first time in a long time that that's happened, but yes.
And what happened? What are you telling me about?
So, you know, when you're in that uncomfortable position, you don't really necessarily want to meet people, but
That's
you're
every day of my life, yes.
yeah, right?
Yeah.
But you're a little lit.
Absolutely. That's
So,
every day.
so you go along with it, and then they introduce you to somebody, and then that friend that introduced the two of you just walks away.
Oh, you got foisted.
Foisted, yeah.
Oh, like in Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yes.
You got foisted.
Yes, I hate that shit.
That's the worst.
Yeah, because I didn't want to talk to them anyways.
First of all, do you even know the person's name?
No, I don't remember the fucking person's name.
Was it ever said?
It
I ask you
was, yeah.
I'll ask you if it's ever said, because there's many times I'll walk into a situation and, you know, the person who's introducing you to people says this is so-and-so and so-and-so. And in all reality, you're not remembering names.
I'm
as it's
not
going
even
along.
focusing.
I mean, do you even really care?
I'm usually looking at my cup.
Yeah, to see what,
Right.
for what? For what?
Not just to see, you know, just to look at it. Space out. Doesn't even matter.
Does it matter to you, the male-woman ratio, when you're in a place like that?
Absolutely. Because I don't want to be huddled in a corner with just a bunch of guys talking about shit I don't want to necessarily talk to them about. You know what I mean?
All right, this is the deal. I'm married and all, so obviously, you know, I'm not looking to hook up.
Right.
But I feel like there needs to be a situation where if everything fell in my favor and the stars aligned, I'd be able to hook up. So there has to be hot girls there. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Well, yeah.
Like, I can't go to, considering I'm married, I still wouldn't go to a party with like 50 dudes and have a sword fight like it's Game of Thrones. You understand what I'm saying?
How would that ever happen?
There has to be hot girls there, is what I'm saying. I have to feel in my heart that I stand a chance. That there's going to be like some scenario where a girl is going to offer me snatch in the bathroom behind my wife's back. Without that, I don't want to be in that place.
See, George, every episode that we have, we've got something that we could get into with him.
Yes.
That just like in the back of his psyche.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, we just dig it.
Anal
Like,
rape?
Yeah.
we could be your psychologist almost and be like, okay, so where's the
Proctologist.
proctologist?
I'm more of a proctologist than a fucking psychologist.
Well,
I
yeah,
deal with
just to
assholes.
crack into your mind and see what the hell you're thinking about or where that stems from, because you either need the ex-girlfriend to think.
Well, I live
Louie,
vicariously through other people.
Yeah,
I can't, you know what I mean? Being locked up is not easy. I mean, all married people understand.
no, that's true. Yeah,
I'm not going to say all people in relationships understand. Because all people in relationships, you know, they fall in love every 3 months.
this is
They
true.
break up with somebody that they're in love with. Next thing you know, there's the one and only. It's the one and only that they're posting on Facebook or Instagram. My one and only, my ride or die. 2 weeks later, they break up and they have another one and only and another ride or die 2 weeks later. But to me, I don't understand it, because usually one and only
means one and only.
one and only. I mean, they can only be one and only forever, right? I mean, that's it. Did you notice if there was any lesbians at this party?
Actually, yeah.
You
There
did?
was- no, she.
How can you know? How do you know?
I thought at first.
No, I'm talking about hot ones. You don't know if they're hot. I mean, if a chick's a lesbian, if she's hot, do you? Like, you could tell if they're a dyke. You know what I mean? They look all butchy. They're wearing a flannel and
Well,
jeans.
yeah, she looked like Justin Bieber, so I knew right away. Yeah, which I don't understand.
But what about the girlfriend? Was she hot?
Yeah, absolutely.
Why do
She
hot
had a-
lesbians always hook up with chicks that look like boys?
That wear like flat bill caps and
And then
everything.
you're figuring they would wear strap-ons, right? I mean, they're not only fisting each other all the time, right?
How'd
What do
you
you
get
think,
from there
George?
to there?
No, I mean, eventually, just out of laziness, you would want to put a strap on. A strap on. A strap on. Right?
I would think so. It's cheating though.
How's it cheating? No. But what I'm saying, it's sort of like us getting a blowjob. You know, you can put your arms back of your head and relax and just.
That's true.
You know what I mean? If you put a strap on, all you got to do is lay there while the chick just rides it.
All right. So is the girl giving a blowjob to the strap-on?
Why would they do that?
I don't know.
Don't imagine that they
Who
would.
would? Well, I don't know. I've watched some porn where they do that.
Really?
But I don't understand it because the girl getting it obviously doesn't feel it.
Right.
Right.
And what is it? Is it that lesbians just don't like dick? Is it the
I don't
physical meat part?
I don't know.
of
It doesn't.
The meat
I don't
part?
understand it.
Yeah,
I
like
don't
the
understand
sausage
it.
part.
See, homosexual men, I sort of get it. They need dick. They need to get fucked.
They do, I guess.
So
yeah.
you would figure
You're the
a
expert.
female lesbian who wants to get fucked needs some sort of penetration.
Right.
Right.
You get that with a dick.
You do.
So why would you not use
A dick.
a real one?
You want to use a strap-on.
I mean, on any given day, I'd rather fuck than use a pocket pussy.
Absolutely.
So the real thing's the real deal.
Right.
So why would you not want to use a real dick and use a strap-on instead?
By the way, this episode is brought to you by PocketPussy.com.
Pocket pussies.
Do you think they would actually sponsor us?
Sure, why not?
I
Think
don't
so?
know. Who makes them?
Who the fuck knows?
Fuck knows. What are they made out of anyway?
Are they called something?
What?
Is there, I don't know, are there subcategories of lesbianism?
I have
I don't
no
know.
idea.
You know what I mean? Like, are they, like, in other words, they're like, I don't know what you call, like, lipstick
Like
lesbians,
lipstick
right?
lesbians, yeah.
Are there, like, subcategories? Are they actually called something, the ones that look like dudes?
I have no fucking.
Maybe
I
they're
don't
called dudes.
We're
or
gonna have
boys
to
or
research
something
this.
Like that.
We will. We'll have to delve into that deeper.
Yeah.
I mean, it has to be.
internets.
It has to be a subcategory because if you think about it, they're all dressed the same way.
Yeah.
You know, a jeans running a sag, a belt that barely fits, Keds, and a flannel,
Keds.
and some sort of baseball hat, but it's not really a baseball hat. It's like different colors. You know what I mean? It doesn't represent a team. It represents, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Would you let a chick wear a strap on and bang you with it? I mean, is that considered a gay act?
I mean,
or
it would have
because
to-
a girl's doing it. It's
Depends on how bad I
heterosexual?
fucked up, I guess.
Is that
And how
heterosexual?
much I wanted to stay in the relationship.
I want to know that. Like, is that a heterosexual thing or a homosexual thing? If you let someone of the opposite sex dominate you in a way that the same sex would. You understand what I'm saying?
You always wonder this, though.
Well, because I just get very, like, in my mind races, and
Right.
I get very not nervous. I get anxious,
Okay.
thinking that if I did anything stupid, that I'd be in prison and be sodomized. Like, that's what I'm afraid of.
Well, yeah, but that's a different story.
Well, it makes me
Yeah.
think of it when I think
That's
of
not a
strap-ons.
loving, understanding woman that's going to be like,
No, but that
it was
makes
just
me
something
wonder.
we tried.
I don't know. All I'm saying, if you went to jail, I mean, do you think you would be safe, or you would definitely be a bitch?
Absolutely not. No.
For sure, you'd be a bitch, right?
Yeah.
You're like lipstick and a bandana away from being somebody's bitch. That's it.
Absolutely. Not even.
I mean, they would trade you for ramen noodles, most likely.
Or a honey bun, something.
Right.
Honey, no, you'd be traded for ramen. Honey buns is for somebody like Justin Bieber. You know what I'm saying? We were talking about Bieber. That's honey buns. You're ramen.
I'm ramen. Thank
I don't
you.
want to. I don't want to go to jail.
Nobody does.
If you had a choice, would you make out with Bill Cosby, caressing him and like really making out, like you're on a first date, loving him make out for 10 minutes, or I don't know.
What the fuck?
Would you make out with Bill Cosby? I guess.
Absolutely not.
What if it was for like a lot of money on national TV? Actually, if I split it in half, if you make out with him for 5 minutes, but you get paid $1 million, but you have to do it like on NBC primetime, would you make out with him for
I mean-
$1 million?
You're fucked at that point, though.
Why?
You have $1 million, but you
Right.
just made out with a rapist.
No. That has nothing to do with it. His raping other people does not affect me. What would affect me would be my ego, knowing I made out with a dude.
Well, why did you go with Bill Cosby then?
I don't know. I just thought about it. I figured Mr. Huxtable. I didn't think of Bill Cosby the rapist. I thought of
See, that's all I think about
I thought
now.
of Dr. Huxtable.
Huxtable. Okay.
Would you make out with him?
No.
5 minutes for $1 million? No. You wouldn't make out with just him or anybody?
Just him.
Okay. Would you make out with Brad Pitt?
For sure.
10 minutes because it's Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
For $1 million?
For $1 million, yeah.
500,000.
Now you're going too low.
So what's your cutoff? Everybody has a price. What's yours? $1 million?
Yeah, $1 million.
So 900,000 somebody offered you, you'd say no because $1 million is your cutoff.
Hey, now that we're bargaining, I didn't know you were going to...
George,
Yes.
would you do it for 497,632 bucks?
How many minutes?
7 minutes in heaven. He
7 minutes in heaven with Brad Pitt or Bill Cosby?
Brad Pitt, but you have to rub his ass and stuff. Like you got to get into it. You got to fucking want Brad Pitt.
Wait a minute. Why do I have to grab the ass? He didn't grab the ass.
I'm asking you. You're a separate entity. I want to know. He had a price for $1 million. He's barely kissing people for $1 million.
No, let's
I want to
bring up
know
the price.
for what
Let's bring up the price.
No, he wants to talk price.
price.
Yeah,
wants to
let's
talk
negotiate.
turkey.
So it's a number. So we want to negotiate.
Yeah, let's negotiate this.
Okay, so for $1 million,
$1 million, would I kiss Brad Pitt for 7 minutes and I have to grab his ass?
On national
not
television.
grab his
National-
ass like you just do it. I'm talking about like
I have
you're
to
making
caress
out,
his ass
You have to caress it like it's the last ass you're ever gonna touch
for $1 million.
for $1 million on national TV.
No,
No,
no.
Damn.
why not?
I need more.
Ego?
No, I need more.
You want more from Brad Pitt? Pitt or more money?
He could afford it.
No, we're not talking about him paying you. Just in general, it's a
No,
TV
I
show.
said no.
Like Deal or No Deal.
No, I said
when
no.
he said I want,
The deal is if you make out with Brad Pitt, you get $1 million.
but when he said I need more, I thought that he needed more than just making out.
Oh, more
Right.
sexual activity?
Yeah, that's what I
no,
thought.
no, not that.
I don't know.
I need more
I'm
cash.
with you on this one.
Right?
It did sound
That's
like
where my head went.
Freudian slip.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it could be.
He wants Brad Pitt to do some
Wanted
shit.
2 pickets to
He
Pittsburgh.
wants to, yeah, absolutely. He wants to adopt some kids from different countries with Brad Pitt.
Could he cut my balls as we do it? Could we do
There you
that?
go.
No. What I'm saying is, I don't know if I'd be able to do it. And this is how I know. I'm not just saying no, because if money was presented in front of me, you think you would jump at it, right?
Absolutely.
But when I see actors that are not gay, but they kiss in movies,
Right.
I don't know how. Like, what was it? Brokeback Mountain.
Right.
I don't know how Gyllenhaal and Ledger did that.
Money.
That's
Plus, they're actors, so they.
But
probably,
that's exactly my point. I don't think I'd be able to do it ever for any reason. Anyway, with that being said, I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in once again. We'll see you next week. Again, I'm your host, Louie, on the Better Than Nothing show, and I hope you follow and subscribe to our channel.
Yeah.
Don't be like Switzerland and just be in the middle.
That's right.
Do something. You're my friend. Stop being a bunch of fucking jerk-offs.
That's
just
right.
press like, press share, and that's it. Help me out.
That's right. What's
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
We have a tons of views
Yeah.
and a minimal amount of likes, which means people saw it and just decided not to press that little button.
Yeah.
Support me.
Yeah.
Support.
click that like and
Fuckers,
click
boy.
that share button. Doesn't
Anyway.
cost you anything.
Chris, I'll see you next time.
All right, brother.
Georgie, thank you.
You got it,
We'll
buddy.
see everybody next time. Take care.